Chelsea have been linked with Olise for a few weeks now, right? Chelsea and Manchester United. Now, it seems like Chelsea are leading the race for the player. The report is saying that they've already agreed on personal terms, and now the two clubs are entering into negotiations. Now, I was somebody that said Olise, he should join Manchester United. To me, that makes a bit more sense, and I'll tell you why. Because the same positions and the same areas on the field that Olise occupy, it's exactly where Cole Palmer plays. Look at their heat maps. They literally play in the same areas. So how is this going to work? Because I don't think Olise is going to Chelsea to be a backup. And Cole Palmer was arguably the best player in the Premier League last season. One of the signings of the season, period, around Europe. He smashed it in his first season. It was Cole Palmer FC at Chelsea. If they didn't have him, oh my days. If they didn't have Cole Palmer, I don't know where they would have been. So, how is this going to work? Are you going to move Olise to the left? Are you going to move Cole Palmer to the left or put him as a 10? But then if you do that, then where do you play Nkunku? I mean, it's a good problem to have if you're Chelsea. But they have a lot of wingers already. Chelsea are literally wingers FC. It's like they don't want to sign no strikers. No, they want wingers. Like, that's what Chelsea want. But they have a good squad there, man. I'm telling you, that Chelsea team, a lot of people make it seem like it's all doom and gloom and that, they're going to struggle next season and that they're going to be in the mud. No, bro. Chelsea are going to be fine next season. I have very high expectations for them because I like the squad that they have. And adding Olise is only going to make them better. But I think the priority for them should have been going out there and getting a player that can put the ball into the back of the net 20 times a season. Can Olise do that? I don't think so. Now, Cole Palmer has shown that he can do that, but I'm more so talking about a striker. Point is, if they do sign Olise, it's a good deal. It is. But it's just, how are him and Cole Palmer gonna be able to play together, right? Maybe you do have to move one of them to the left. The only reason that I don't like doing that is because if I see a player cooking on the right and I didn't see him play on the left, why would I spend $60 million to sign him and then I'm going to play him out of position somewhere that I didn't really see him playing before? That's my only thing. As I said, I think Man United would have made a bit more sense, but Chelsea are more attractive at the moment. On top of that, with Man United deciding to keep Ten Hag, I don't think Olise would do well there. Technical players do not do well at Manchester United. They just don't. Especially the way that Ten Hag wants to play, counter-attacking football. You're going to ask Olise to defend for 60% of the game and then just try to hit teams on the counter? He's a very similar profile to like a Sancho. Technical, likes the ball at his feet, slows down the game, wants to get his teammates involved. That's how Olise is. He needs to be in a team that's playing possession-based attacking football. And I think that's what Chelsea are going to try and do with Enzo Maresca. So, I guess this is the best move. But I don't think he has to go to either Chelsea or Manchester United, I think other big clubs will be in for him if he was to stay at Palace. But look, I like what Chelsea have going on at the moment. I think next season, they will be just fine. I think that my expectations for Chelsea next season, it has to be top 5. You got to have a deep run in the domestic cups, and you have to win the Conference League, which I think they will. So, yeah, Olise looks like he might be headed to the blue side of London. On top of that, I know people were talking about the personal side of things, right? Like his little brother plays in Chelsea's academy, and he also already lives in London because he plays for Crystal Palace. So he might want to just stay in London versus having to travel all the way to Manchester. Now, I'm not in England, so I don't really know how far that is. But I think it is kind of far, how people were talking about it. So, all these factors can, play into his decision-making. But the main thing for me, as I said, is Cole Palmer. It's like, how are they going to coincide when they both play right wing, right midfielder, or as a 10? So, Yeah, we'll see. But Olise is a very good player, very underrated as well. I think he's done his time at Palace. He's been there the last few seasons. He's been cooking, and he's always been a player that seemed like he was destined to play for a bigger club than them. No disrespect to Palace, but let's be real. If you're Olise, you'd be looking to use them as a stepping stone, right? Like players like him don't generally want to stay at Palace if you have a Chelsea, Man United, Arsenal, or even any other big clubs from abroad coming in for you, right? You don't want to end up like Wilfred Zaha, where you just keep signing these long-term deals, and now nobody wants to come in for you because they got to spend so much money to sign you, and now you end up staying at Palace throughout your entire 20s, and now you're in Turkey. So yeah, Olise, it looks like he will be on the move this summer. I don't think Man United are out of it, right? The reports are making it seem like Chelsea are going to just go out there and sign him. And I think Chelsea are more attractive at the moment than Man United are. But I still do think United are going to be involved here. I think Chelsea, I like what they have going on a bit more because I don't like Ten Hag. I don't like Man United's style of play. But from Olise's POV, as I said, if you go to Chelsea, you have to worry about Cole Palmer. If you go to Man United, you don't have to worry about anybody. You are the man right away. You start on that right wing immediately. You get that number 7 shirt, I believe, as well. You got to take that off Mason Mount. I don't know how the hell he got that number in the freaking first place. It's a joke. But, yeah, people, let me know what you guys think about Olise possibly going to Chelsea. I think Ineos, you cannot let that happen. The fans are already not really feeling you guys after you decide to keep Ten Hag. You're telling me that you're going to lose out on a target that you seem to really want, especially with you guys wanting to sell Sancho in the summer. But Olise, don't go to Man United. Chelsea are more attractive. Maybe Cole Palmer slots into that number 10 role, plays a bit more central, and then maybe you put Olise on the right wing. That's how I can see it working. But then it's like, what happens, as I said earlier, what happens with Nkunku? But as I said, people, get in the comment section and let me know what you think about this right here.